Ladies and gentlemen, welcome all tankers to the channel. You're with your boy QMJ. Today we are going to feature the return to shop, a first feature in shop, the object, the K91SPG. At least I believe it's from the shop for the first time, but it was initially, when I received it, in the Christmas event crates, the whichever they were freaking called. But yeah, I mean, the drop chances were between this and was it the I think 111E and a couple other tanks, and the Scorpion G. Yeah, so basically, like, you had 4 different tanks you could potentially get at the 5% drop rate, and I got lucked into this one, which is a fantastic vehicle. So first, let's go to the shop and see how you will acquire such a legendary vehicle. First off, you have the bundle crates of 3 and 6 times. So 3 is 300 tickets, and the 680 tickets for the 6 crate, and obviously each one after that is going to be 150, as you can continue to buy those if you do not receive the vehicle. And the chances, as we look into here, there's a few different great rewards. You're going to get a lot of different XP boosters, silver boosters in general, some flat out global XP, and silver. Then the second grade is a day of VIP, which you get at least a day of VIP every time you open a crate. This is the biggest prize, is a 5% chance of getting said vehicle. And if you want to spend a buttload of money and get 40, you could get 40. If you don't get it in 39, you'll get it in 40. So yeah, they like you spending money. Now, what about this vehicle makes it worth spending a little bit to at least try and get it? Before I say whether it's worth it, crates are not really worth it, because at some point down the road, they will probably sell this for flat out ticket rate, which is a guarantee for about 1,800 tickets, which you can save up over time watching videos. You will be able to receive the vehicle. All right, so statistically, what makes this vehicle what it is? Well, it has a big gun. It is a 130 millimeter, and it is got a 520 alpha, 245 AP pen, the 470 on the heat, 295 on that penetration, 65 for 680. So pretty good punchy, high explosive rounds if you happen to run across some light tanks. But you can basically blast through anything because its AP is quite hefty on the penetration. Velocity is not great on the shell, which is fine, but 12.69 seconds. Dispersion of 0.36, which is actually, for what it is, very good. Good aim time, about 2 3/4 seconds, almost 3 seconds. It doesn't rotate very fast. It's got a 6 degrees of gun depression, the most of the little K91 trio. The firing range of 12 and 12. So you don't have much firing range, but you're not very accurate. But the play style of this is at worst mid-range, and at best frontline, because as you'll see, the whole armor at 200, 100, and 100 on the sides and rear, it is hefty. It has a lot of armor on it. Now, in the armor layout, it's basically the same thing, the hull, as the K91, which the lower plate here can be quite troll. So if they hit just the lower plate, they can, you may not penetrate. But if you hit the lower plate, that's where you want to aim for, and that is basically guaranteed pen for anything interior 6. If you aim up here at the upper superstructure, you're probably not going to penetrate it, especially flat on, unless you're shooting premium. You could penetrate the gun. That's one place to aim for if you got enough penetration, obviously. And then if you angle it a little bit, this is where you're going to have trouble. Alright, maybe not. Nope, it's just wrong. It's got ridiculous armor. It does. Unless you just straight up start shooting premium, it's not. Even at the upper plate. Look, this flat deck at angles like this, like, it's green because if you go above it, it's an HE. But if you go anywhere, it's an auto ricochet. Beautiful. So that's and then obviously the side armor. Ricochet at this point, but if you go angle a little too much, you can start penetrating it. So actually, oh my god, don't shoot the track wheel. But anywhere behind it, you should be able to penetrate. It's really, the sides are not that strong, but it's very troll, just like the K91. And yeah, I mean, otherwise, let's see. It's not exactly very mobile. It's got a big engine, and it's 50 tons. It's got a good power to weight, decent, max 41, and it reverses in 17, which is good. And yeah, otherwise it doesn't rotate very fast. So you're not doing it very fast. You can flank around this pretty easily. And
well, so welcome. I had a few issues trying to record live. Let's just,
in my job, I am kind of in charge of some things. So I get calls, and when I did recording earlier, I did not actually I didn't turn notifications off, so I would get called, so interrupted and cause problems, which is like right off the bat, you can't get in position. Anyway, so what I did instead is I'm going to show a review here, and it's on Stalingrad. Now, as you saw initially up in the replay probably, is that there is a player, Zov 1, in the Lorraine 4010. Now, this replay will show you, one, what happens in the capabilities of the K91SPG in its entirety. It is fairly accurate, as I did say earlier. 0.36 for a tank destroyer is actually pretty good. You can get away with snapping some shots. You probably won't all the time, which, I mean, you have no dispersion, no good dispersion. So that's kind of what happens, especially when you allow RNG to become the biggest factor in what you do. So, hold on. Alright, but another interruption. We're just going to leave it alone. This is the nature of my job. Alright, so another small break, so I figured I'd do a replay instead, because it's just... And this is not an epic replay of any standard, but it does show the capabilities of the tank in its entirety, such as its ability to block shots, especially like I said, AP. Dispersion, not super great. But it's very workable with you, as long as you fully aim it, you're going to hit a lot of shots. And the beefy alpha is exceptional. I mean, you can take, a third of really any tank's health hit points right off the bat. A third of any tank's hit points is a lot. And just the penetration at 245, I'm shooting all AP. And a lot of the shots are actually, they're pretty green. So yeah, I mean, you try to take a frontline position as much as you possibly can and work your way with your team. Because obviously, like I said, tank destroyer, and later on you're going to see exactly what I mean. It's like, it's a tank destroyer. It's not going to be the greatest in terms of getting, being super frontline, because you don't have a turret, and you're easily countered by just getting around the side, and you don't traverse very fast, so it's also going to suffer. So either way, I'm just trying to, right here, I was trying to zero in on the player, because when you do play against players, that is the smartest move you should take, is to get the player gone, or at least damaged to the point where they are not quite relevant. So this shot on the T29, I should have been more patient on, because I saw literally just behind the gun mantlet, and it moved, and that's such a tiny shot that I shouldn't have taken it to begin with. So it's a game. It's going to be win, and I already know this. It's just going to continue pumping to 229, and eventually get killed. That 229 bounces because you used AP. No, that was AP. Sorry, yeah, actually, and I'll show the hit check after this game so that you can actually really see where I was shot and where it's going to be, like where you want to expose, what armor you want to actually focus. Now. The Zov, he went off to the corner of the map, and I don't blame him. He's in a 40 ton. It has no armor, and you can at least try to do some clipping and maybe get away with sniping from the back. So, thing is, hit the Luva to get some damage in. You know, I like to maintain about 4K damage in tier 6 at the least. Obviously, more is much more acceptable. So, and I switched to HE because it's Lorraine, and I'm going to take my chances. We're up 7-1, and, well, I guess reasonably the dude could clutch it, but knowing I'm going to at least get one shot in, I really doubt that was going to happen. And here again, I was shooting AP. Yep, I think APCR. And no pen. And then you just kind of wiggle around. He does hit me, and can't do any more. There's 3 shots. So, and this is what I'm going to do is stupid. And if you're in a 1v1 with this tank, do not ever do this. And you have someone who's mobile that you're fighting. Do not ever rush a medium tank. Do not, even a heavy. Like, unless it's like
bot. Oh wow. Whoa, that sound just turned on. So he bounced off the front and he's gonna get to the side, and I'm gonna try my best to see if I can't get it on an angle so you can bounce it and get lucky. And I don't. So yeah. I don't. But the funny thing happens, I actually end up riding on top of him, trying to escape.
Oh, the sound's being real fun. Yeah. Got real loud there for a second. But yeah, there. So the HE, as you saw, that 708 damage shot that is beefy. That is a Lorraine. Like, literally. That is well more than half its hit points. 2 HEs on a Lorraine, dead. Like 2 shots. And, you know, it's no ISU 1522, but that's a beefy shot. That's really gonna push it out. Let's get to that Stalingrad and get to the hit check. So, where was I shot? Oh. Was that it? That's Alomite. That's Stalingrad. Okay. Hit check. So, the K91SPG used APCR, right? Which is 241 effective, and it went right through. Obviously, it's going to do that when you only have that limited armor, and bots do spam premium rounds. So, but that 59-2 bounced with premium. The T29 bounced with premium rounds. Look right on that upper deck, because you see the angle it enters at. It's an auto ricochet angle anyway. You will not penetrate that. The dude with his Lorraine hit the upper plate, and APCR, look, beautiful the Pramo. APCR through the upper plate, and then again hits right under the gun. It's just, the armor on the upper hull is phenomenal. It really is. It's really good. And right there, and obviously it finished me off. So, not finished me off, but like nearly finished me off. So this tank, in all actuality, like, it is so strong. This is such a good tank that like look at it, shooting right at the red. Like I said, like this one, because it's, you know, APCR is gonna push right through. But yeah, even these 3 shots, like you can see, we're like, they're not penetrating. Oh, this actually hit the lowest part of the superstructure. Cool. So K91 SPG, it's Object 120. That's my crew is borrowed from. It's really good. It's really good, especially since being a premium, you get to take the crew from like really good crew, such as the Object 120 right here, and you can use a super multi-skilled crew. Like my commander's on his third skill. So you get to utilize better crews with no penalty of moving the crews around. So that's partly why it's also so strong. So either way, the K91 SPG is very good. It's not OP. It's highly capable, but still has its weak moments where it's still fun though. It's an incredibly fun drive. Yeah, with that, like I said, I'd recommend getting it if it comes in shot for straight cash. but that's doing crates where you could potentially spend for $30, $50, $100 to try to get it. No, it's not worth it. So either way, that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure you hit that sub button. Thank you.